Hello everyone, welcome to the Spectrum News Network. We're here this week on my talk show At the Movies with the Only Critic, and this week we're talking about the new Western stylized remake, The Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven takes place in the small town of Rose Creek, where the town is going under siege by a gold prospector whose name is Bartholomew Bolg. He just sounds like a bad guy, and he's played to perfection by Peter Sarsgaard. The small town realizes that if they want to save their land, keep their crops, and keep everything happy and prosper, they're going to need to hire the help they can get, which they do enlist in the Magnificent Seven, which includes the top-notch A-list cast of Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, and Ethan Hawke, just to name a few.
That man murdered my husband.
I want something. I take it.
This week, every week on my show, I like to include a guest critic who has seen the film and can kind of commentate on it with us. This week I have Jesse Ramirez.
What's up?
Yeah, he's also our camera editor guy, and he was so kind enough to join me this week to talk about The Magnificent Seven. So Jesse, let's talk about it. Did you enjoy the film?
I actually really liked it. Yeah, I was looking forward to a fun shoot 'em up action western, and I think that's what I got.
See, I agree with you.
Okay.
The finale, the whole movie builds up to this gigantic finale with guns blazing and shooting out and all this. Just this nonsense, and that's fun. That's what we go to westerns to see, and I will be the first person to stand in line and tell you to watch nonsense, but I don't know, I thought the movie, besides the ending, just lacked in definition of what it was trying to accomplish.
I on the other hand, I thought it was like a good, setup to that action.
I guess, but when you look at the screenplay and how it's written, did you think any of the characters were vastly underwritten? Because I thought they all were underwritten.
I feel like they really focused on Denzel Washington.
Sam Chisholm.
Yep, and Chris Pratt was
Josh Faraday. I like what he did with the magic trick. He did the
that was really
cards.
cool. Yeah.
The Comanche Indian who shoots the arrows, who literally says 5 words of dialogue the entire film.
Well, I think that if they would have focused more on the characters, they would have lost some of the story.
I don't know. I feel like if we would have known more about the characters, I would have cared more in the end. Like Ethan Hawke's character has such a great backstory, which we don't really know much more beyond that.
Right. Well, I think the intention was not to, go crazy in the character depth.
Good job, looking for some men to join you.
Is it difficult? Impossible.
Let's talk about the body count in this film.
Okay, yeah, this is a really violent PG.
This is the type of film where the characters fall over like toy soldiers, and they just mean nothing to the plot. I feel like it needed to be rated R, and it could have been more grittier, it could have been more bloodier. I just feel like the kills were just shown off screen, and I thought we were cheated.
I wouldn't have made as much money, I don't think. I think maybe back in the day this would have been PG.
Do you know this was what this was a remake of? It's like
it was a remake of Magnificent Seven, right?
Yeah, and it was based on Seven Samurai, Akira Kurosawa's great film. Check it out. Much better than this film. I just don't think this Magnificent Seven is gonna hold up as well as the others, the classics.
I understand that. Yeah, well, I don't think it was meaning to be better than the Magnificent Seven or better than Seven Samurai.
But I guess it was trying to be its own. I guess in that sense, it's silly. It's done from the audience. I think the people that are going to seek this movie out are going to enjoy it.
Truly, yeah.
I think people that are looking for a Western, they're going to find that. Me, I need a little more meat and grit on my bones. I give The Magnificent Seven 2.5 halos out of 5.
Okay, I'm going to give it 3. I'm going to give it 3 halos out of 5. I think it was a pretty good movie, pretty good popcorn.
2.5, 3. Jesse, thanks for coming on my show this week. The Magnificent Seven is in theaters everywhere now and in IMAX.
How'd we do? I think we killed them all.
You can get all my reviews at shoespectra.com. You can follow me on Twitter at The Only Critic, and we will see you next week with a brand new show. This has been At the Movies with The Only Critic. We'll see you next time.